we might finally have the best answer to what's taking place over in Bouvet Island when it comes to this Antarctica anomaly, this massive mysterious blob over in the Atlantic. And again, I really have to say that I do like this theory a lot, but to give credit where credit is due, the individual who came up with this theory as to what's going on over in Bouvet Island, that individual's name is Luna Shop over on Reddit. Now, when it comes to this massive Antarctica anomaly, Ventusky stated that this was a glitch on their weather reporting systems. But the thing is, this is also appearing on satellites as well. This massive anomaly is always appearing on or around Bouvet Island, always near the same exact spot. But it always starts on Bouvet Island, which is owned by Norway, and it always ends up traveling to South Africa, on the coast of South Africa. Well then, what is so special on the coast of South Africa that keeps attracting this anomaly? Well, let's go to this article here, globalissues.org. Phosphate mining firm sets sights on southern Africa's seafloor. It has been realized that we are actually running out of phosphorus, which is a rare earth mineral, and it is actually needed to survive. It is primarily used in fertilizer, solar cells, and EV batteries. And if you want to look into it in a more conspiratorial light, it can be used for nefarious reasons as well. Phosphate can also be turned into phosphoric acid, which is used in everything from food and cosmetics to animal feed and electronics. So needless to say, this mineral is very vital for human life. But going back to this article on November 17th, 2016, it does state that a persistent fear of diminishing phosphorus reserves has pushed mining companies to search far and wide for new sources. Companies identified phosphate deposits on the ocean floor and are fighting for mineral rights around the world. Well, flash forward to 2024, are we running out of phosphate? It is estimated that with the current rate of phosphate mining and phosphorus use, we will run out of phosphorus in 50 to 100 years. So it's not that far away that we will run out of this very vital mineral. Now, there's definitely a conspiracy to be had here because nobody has the go-ahead to mine phosphate from South Africa. And just recently, as of 2023, Norway just happened to find a massive phosphate rock deposit. That's right, the same country that owns Bouvet Island, where this anomaly keeps heading to South Africa, they just happened to find phosphate. Now, did they just happen to find 70 billion minerals of phosphate in Norway, or is Norway a cover-up location to where they're actually aggressively mining? There might be some clues here that this anomaly is indeed connected to deep sea mining. Well, for one, Bouvet Island does sit upon a volcano. Now, this volcano is inactive, but it's not outside the realm of possibility that Norway is weathering this volcano or using some kind of HAARP technology to make it active again just so they can harvest more phosphate. Now, if that doesn't convince you, read this article back on January 10th, 2024. And remember, it was January where this anomaly first appeared. I do believe it was January 20th or January 21st. But Norway approved exploration for deep sea mining. Norway's parliament has voted to allow commercial exploration of the seabed for deep sea minerals useful in the high-tech industry, including lithium, scandium, and cobalt. Well, around the same time, they go ahead and approve deep sea mining. Again, what appears on Bouvet Island? But the anomaly, this massive anomaly. So then ultimately that still leaves out the big question. What exactly is the anomaly? It could either be bombs going off underwater, or it could actually be radio waves. It could even be the noise and the vibrations of the deep sea mining itself. And satellites are confusing the frequencies and the vibrations with actual sea waves. Now listen to this. This article does go back to 2020. The technologies needed for deep sea mining are still in the development phase. Some well-known systems such as sound waves, seismic, are already being used to study the seabed. For exploration of deep sea minerals, already today, some well-known systems such as sonars are being used. Well, there you go. Norway might be using some kind of new technology that gives off sound or frequencies that's going from the seabed to the sky and is traveling to the coast of Africa, where the coast of Africa also has minerals of phosphate. Well, this all comes together because what did I find in one of my previous anomaly videos? So I was very curious about what appears to look like an antenna northwest of Bouet Island. So I put those coordinates in Google Earth and you can see the antenna yourself. I will list the coordinates in the comment section below. But all you have to do is type in Bouet Island on Google Earth, go a little northwest, and you'll be able to see it. This is just so mysterious. I mean, look at it. Does that look like something that's naturally made? The pattern is just so consistent. It looks like some kind of spine or an antenna with a wire sticking out. This is just so weird. If you follow this line all the way north, look where it ends up. It looks like some kind of satellite or some kind of tracks. What's also odd about Bouet Island is that it kind of works like a Bermuda Triangle, as it sits directly between Antarctica, South Africa, and South America. I am just so curious as to what's actually taking place on Bouet Island, because what's ever happening on Bouet Island is consistent on Ventusky, and now that we can see, there's also consistent activity that's been picked up by NASA as well. And I found on Google Earth where there does appear to be some kind of antenna shape right next to Bouet Island. But it just doesn't end there. If they are indeed using some kind of technology to aggressively mine phosphate near this inactive volcano, then more than likely they are indeed using HAARP. HAARP is the detection and imaging of underground structures using radio waves. Again, they could also try to use HAARP to make this volcano active again, to once again do what? Well, to harvest more phosphate. But get this, it just doesn't end there as well. Phosphate, once again, is very vital for human life, but not just human life, it also plays a vital role in solar simulation. Phosphor-converted LEDs can achieve highly accurate solar simulation across the entire spectral range from the deep ultraviolet to the infrared. By combining UV, violet, and blue LEDs with various phosphors covering the near UV visible and near infrared parts of the spectrum, it is possible to recreate the solar spectrum. Well, isn't that such a weird quote-unquote coincidence? The very same mineral that Norway seems to be aggressively harvesting that we are running short of is the same exact mineral that is used for solar simulation. And around the same time that they are harvesting this phosphate, people are noticing more and more that the sun is looking rather bizarre. That the sun went from looking bright and orange to now many people reporting that it looks like this very bright and white LED looking sun. This mineral can be used to recreate the solar spectrum. This PC LED, which is phosphate LED approach, can also be used to produce tunable solar simulation sources with spectral emissions resembling the sun at different times of the day or at various elevations in the atmosphere, including extraterrestrial solar radiation from the sun or any other star. Now get this, you're going to hear them talk about the color white. And what are people currently saying about the sun? Well, once again, they are saying the sun no longer looks orange, but bright and white. Continuing with this article, they state that, for example, during twilight or sunrise sunset, the sea level solar spectrum displays a warm white correlated color temperature and then rises to what we consider as daylight or cool white color temperature in mid-mornings and afternoons. Various studies have shown that humans, animals, and plants tend to be generally healthier and perform better when exposed indoors to artificial sun lighting with variable CCT. There is also significant energy cost savings that can be achieved with lighting at variable CCTs from tunable LEDs with light output that simulates the daily natural solar cycle. Wow, so that basically solves two mysteries with one video. Why the sun looks so different, solar simulation, and what's going on over in Bouet Island. They are harvesting this mineral on Bouet Island, or possibly up to the coast of South Africa, which is used to create this artificial sun, this artificial sunlight. Well, I'll definitely be diving into this a lot further. I do have to keep this video short, but I definitely will dive into this a lot further because I believe that the rabbit hole really does run deep here. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.